love and trust and by people that are strangers. I imagine the world different. Where others see problems, I see opportunity. Where others see limitations, I see possibilities. Where others see hindrances, I see solutions. Who am I? Welcome to Our Reality with Sky. On today's episode, we'll be talking entrepreneurship. As a former entrepreneurship lecturer in a private university in Abuja, I dare say I love entrepreneurship. At the time I was an entrepreneur, I am still an entrepreneur. Now, what, you might ask, is entrepreneurship? It is the creation or innovation of value. So what do I mean by this? An entrepreneur is a person who creates a new business by bearing risks and enjoying the rewards. So an entrepreneur is a person who creates a business, an enterprise by initiative, and of course this person has to take risks. Now, profit is also key. So I said three basic things: new business, risk, and profit. This idea and definition of entrepreneurship has stayed constant through eras and decades and millennia. Well, today we'll be discussing entrepreneurship in modern times. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Entrepreneurship in modern times. We have Priska on the show again.
Hi, viewers. Nice to be here.
Thank you. Thank you. We love to have you. So what is entrepreneurship to you?
Entrepreneurship could simply be said to be the creation of value. While at that, you are fully responsible for whatever comes from your business. And this includes losses and profits. The risk involved in entrepreneurship will all be taken by you and you alone.
Okay, so an entrepreneur is somebody who bears the risk.
Yes.
And when you say losses, well, we want profit more than losses.
Yes,
right?
but losses are inevitable in business. You lose some to gain some. Sometimes you lose, your price has to go down in a particular product, but comes up, you gain more from another product to cover up for the other area you lost. So that's the losses and profits are inevitable.
I love that. On social media, you see a lot of, don't see your failures as just failures. See them as learning, learning tools. And then there's this thing that I live by. Use the cards you are given as though they're the cards you wanted to be dealt. Right. So if you see something, don't see it as a failure. Just see it as something that you can learn from.
Yes.
So how do we become entrepreneurs?
There are several ways, but one significant way to be an entrepreneur is the selling of your ideas. We all have something that we know that the other person doesn't know. I might be an internet savvy or an IT savvy. I know this aspect of life very well, and the people around me do not know about that thing. So what am I supposed to do? I need to feed. I need a roof over my head. I need money in my pocket. So I sell my idea. I say, you know what? I can help you. I see you guys are struggling with this. Let me provide a solution. Let me bring answers to the questions people are having in this area. I can do this. So by providing that value, people pay you for it. You are not an entrepreneur if you're not being paid for what you're doing. You have to be getting your reward, your value back in cash. That's the essence.
You're emphatic about
yes. You're like, it's all about the moolah.
So they can't pay you.
Yeah, it's risky. So I have to be paid for this.
Okay, very nice. Yes. I love it. So you make it sound so delicious and easy, and it's exciting. We're all laughing. But what are the common challenges in entrepreneurship?
There are lots of challenges. I think one that is very common that a lot of Nigerians, let's bring it back home, can always turn around and say, okay, this is my reason why I cannot be an entrepreneur, is the inability to raise capital, to get capital in sufficient fund.
Yeah.
It's a major challenge.
What's another challenge?
Impatience. I would say impatience.
Right.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Right.
You cannot build a bridge so fast. It takes precept upon precept, lines upon lines, stones upon stones. You have to be patient. We see Bill Gates, everybody looks at him like a wonder man. How does he have so much money? How does he have so much power, so much influence? We see the likes of Tony Elumelu, but he started really, really early. It took time. It took patience. But the millennials of these days, nobody wants to calm down.
I don't even know about all that. I'm not a patient person.
Exactly.
No,
you need patience for your business to thrive and to grow, because sometimes it might not be the season of your product. Your product you're giving out to the market might not be selling at that season. What would you do? Would you say you'll close up? No, you have to wait.
Right.
Yes.
So how much patience do I need?
That brings us to understanding your market.
Right.
You have to understand your market. You know that, okay, for fashion designers, let's take for instance the Christmas period, or the what do they call it, the Salah period.
Right.
Yes, the Salah period, the Christmas period, that is like the peak period for fashion designers.
Right.
Study your market. Know that, okay, this period I am not going to be having so much sales on my product. What do? You get another stream of income.
Right.
Do not stay dormant.
Right.
So that you don't give up on your dream and your passion.
Yeah.
It is not your business with the issue. It's the time that your market sells. Study your timing, understand your market, understand your target audience, and know when to sell out. If it's not selling at this moment, switch to another. And once it's time, you go back and go all out.
I love this. Now, when a business at the inception stage, people say a business plan is needed. Is that really needed?
It is very needed. It is very needed. Business, no doubt, thrives on passion. But passion is not enough. It's possible for you to be making money and the money disappears from your hand. It's disappearing from your hand. But a business plan is an official written document which helps in segmenting your business. It helps outline your vision. It's like a vision board. It helps you take measures. It helps you say, okay, this is what I'm going to do to get to where I am supposed to go to. These are the steps I'm supposed to take to get to where I'm supposed to go to. This is how I'm going to delegate my funds. This is where money is going to go to. That is the basic essence of a business plan. But it has to be written down physically and formally. There are templates in which a business plan carries, which will help outline how your money, your outflow and your inflow of cash. That way you can balance your financial status in your business.
Right. I understand that now, and I appreciate you. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. So welcome back. We're here with Priska and we're talking entrepreneurship. So you've talked a lot about, when I asked you about what are the challenges of entrepreneurship, you said something about capital for a structure. What about the people who are doing business, entrepreneurs on social media?
Yes, that is a very strong point, because millennials now run their businesses on social media. The way the market is evolving, most people will see your advertisements or your products on social media faster than a dashboard, than a billboard, than a signpost or newspaper or something. It's more prominent on social media. Yes. Yeah. So I think we all need to know how to promote our businesses on social media, get savvy in that area, understand the market.
Now, what are the ideas for, I see that, and especially for these millennials and stuff, I see that it's a lot of students, a lot of recent grads who don't have jobs. What ideas do you have for them? Apart from this whole social media thing, and even on social media, what tips do you have for them?
All right, I'll start with social media. Social media has helped me so much. I call my phone my office.
Okay, great.
People say, Priska, you're always on your phone. I'm like, this is where I make my money from.
Right.
I make my money on my phone. They're like, how do you do it? I took a seminar one time and I exposed people to how you can market yourself on your social media. Because trust me, your family and friends will not always buy from you. They will not always patronize you. And they are not even enough to make you get to where you want to get to in business. Exactly.
So I used to do strategy consulting before I was an entrepreneurship lecturer. And that was the thing I would tell people. Because here, a lot of people don't plan prior to. So when you're doing the feasibility studies and when I'm coming in to tell them, you have to plan.
It is, well, we hear things like nobody wants you to do better than them.
Oh.
It's a fact and it's sad. It's really sad. But if you must be ready to thrive in this entrepreneurship journey, you have to shut your eyes off your family and your friends. Look outside the box. Look for ways to market your products to people via your phone and even outside your phone. Get a life, get a running business or a running marketing strategy outside your phone and inside your phone. There are several ways to market. You can run sponsored ads on several social media platforms. I think Instagram does it, Facebook does it, YouTube does it. So you pay for it. It's costly, but it's worth it. It would help your product cover a wide range of audience. Your product can go as far as meeting, after you've subscribed or you pay the large sum, your product can go as far as meeting thousands, 10,000s of people a day. In a short while, your DM is full, running with orders. These are people who are far away from you, but you have paid, you have subscribed for the service providers, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter and all that, to help publicize your product to people, to the masses. So that is a major way. Even all the celebrities we see, they are famous, but they still run sponsored ads. Another way to market your brand aside sponsored ads is influencers. There's a thing now on social media where all these famous people are tagged influencers, but you have to pay them, but it's gonna be worth it. Why? Because they have the audience. They have the audience, and as long as your product, your pattern of advertisement, the way you package your goods, the way you display your products is catchy, it's not boring. Your lighting, you have good lighting, you have a very fine camera, and your background is cute, it will be catchy. There are several ways.
For our viewers, an influencer is somebody who has a following on social media because they might not really understand what you're saying. So they're famous on social media. Okay, so go on, sorry.
So that is it. Basically, you can make do with influencers, you can make do with sponsored advertisements, you can also make do with your WhatsApp status. There are several WhatsApp status is underrated, but I must say it's one of the tools that has helped me increase my client base. It's as simple as, okay, you put out yourself, you say, okay, we are running a sales or something is going on in my brand, in my business, and this is it. It might be a referral contest. You can target a referral contest where whoever comes with the highest amount of referrals gets a gift, gets a product or a service for free. And then everybody's like, oh my god, I love your product. Wow, she sells lovely shoes. And the shoes are expensive. Imagine if I can bring like 20 of my friends to come and buy for her. I earn myself a Gucci shoe. Everyone wants free stuffs, quality free stuffs. As long as you know your services and your goods are top notch, people would embrace the idea.
Oh, wow. And you got my attention when you said you wanted to tell us how to start a business with zero capital. I'm not talking little capital. I'm talking zero.
Yes, very possible. I remember when I started my business, I didn't have anything. I didn't have capital, but I needed money, and I knew I could market. So what was I going to do? Would I just sit for my ideas to just be still? Here was what I did. In one word, drop shipping. In one word, drop shipping. Drop shipping is simply you being an intermediary between the owners of the goods and your consumers. Now, the owners of the goods are people who already have established business, who already have the infrastructure, who already have their goods stocked in their store. But you meet them and say, okay, please, I want to be a drop shipper. It's a very well-known term. So any supplier who who owns a store with lots
Right.
of products, you mention that word to the person, they would know. They'll be like, oh, why, sure, why not? Everybody wants to sell out their goods. So when suppliers see drop shippers, they're always excited because they have customers that they do not have.
Right.
Only that the price they will be giving to you would be lesser than the selling price so that you can gain more.
Okay.
Let's take for instance, there's a product.
Right.
I'm selling a product. A product is sold at 8,000 naira at the market.
Right.
Your drop shipper, who is a wholesaler who has his store stocked with products,
Right.
might sell that product to you at the cost of 6,500 or 6,000, and you take the product and deliver to your customer
Right.
for 8,000 naira, which is the market price. How much do you have? You have either 2,000 or 1,500 naira to yourself.
Nice.
You've made your money.
And with economies of scale, you can get
exactly.
Yeah, right.
The beautiful thing about drop shipping is that you do not have to be the one to move the item. You don't have to be the one to move the product. We have people who deliver. We have riders.
Right.
We have delivery
Right.
guys. All the rider needs to do is go to your supplier store, pick up the product in your name. Yes, like
Interesting. So zero liability.
yes,
Pretty
you don't
much
have to
zero capital.
Exactly.
Right. So
Exactly.
why aren't
Earning.
people? Why isn't everybody an entrepreneur?
Everybody has to be an entrepreneur, honestly, because you have
I knew I'd get you.
Everybody should sell something.
Yes,
Everybody should
I
sell
knew I'd
something.
get you when I said that. Anyway, viewers, we're having an exciting time with Priska. She's an amazing knowledge box. There's nothing she does not know. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're on the show with Priska. She's teaching us, schooling us on entrepreneurship. And what I hear her saying is that an entrepreneur is someone who starts a side hustle that can eventually create a full-time, sustainable business with employees and everything. Now, she's giving us tips on how to start with zero capital. She's giving us tips on how to start with little or no capital. You know, she has these tips and tricks, and she feels like everyone should be why is everyone not an entrepreneur?
Yes, the fact that you have a full-time job doesn't mean you shouldn't be an entrepreneur. There should be something that you're passionate about that the other person needs that you can sell and fetch you money.
Yo.
The way the country is going, everybody needs more than 2 streams of income.
But Priska, in all honesty, it was hard. Once I left my entrepreneurship gig to be a lecturer, I didn't find time for my... So, do I keep pushing or what? What do I do?
No.
I was exhausted half the time.
The truth is, you're selling in an area that you don't see as you being an entrepreneur. You are selling your idea. It must not be goods on ground.
But the thing about it is, here in these parts, people don't pay for services. You know, I told you it was image consulting, it was strategy consulting, so I would have to come and help people. So they're paying me for not a good that they're seeing.
Yes.
You know, so why don't they pay for services in these parts?
Well, I think it's safe to say it's our fault as Africans. We do not regard
what we cannot see,
tangible
products.
Exactly.
Yes.
So the only way to remedy this situation is for individuals, entrepreneurs, to place demands on that which they have, that idea which they have. Your product must not be tangible as long as it's something you know that the other person doesn't know, the other firm doesn't know. You place a demand on it. You know what? I know this. I'm going to get the job done, but you have to pay me at a cost.
Yes, because now there are a lot of digital marketing firms.
It's value. Yes,
yes,
a lot.
Yes, I totally agree with you. I agree that at that time, what I had to do was start getting products and infuse these services into the products. So if I was, selling whatever, I don't want to say what I was doing, but whatever I was doing, I was infusing my consulting time into the product.
Smart.
Yeah, I know. I had to be smart about it.
Yes, you have to work smart.
Yeah.
And you pay for it. Once you see that you pay the demand and you're delivering value, they would pay for it.
It also ties into what you said. Know your market.
Yes.
So I knew that if I brought premium products, I would be able to sell them at premium prices. So I would have tagged on the price for my consultancy into it. Yes. So what do you have for the older, more established people who are not on social media? Because like you're saying, print advertising and other things, a lot of people are doing digital marketing now. What would you say about people who are hung up on old school stuff?
On old school stuff. You just have to be a part of the jamboree going on social media. People are cashing out, people's lives are changing via digital marketing.
Yeah.
But if you cannot, or if you say digital marketing is not my thing, all you have to do is go all out on aggressive landscape marketing.
Does door-to-door marketing and that kind of old school marketing, does it still pertain now?
Our point exactly. It's stressful.
Yeah.
You just have to get involved in digital marketing.
Yes.
It's here to save us. It's here to stay.
Yes.
It's here to save us and it's here to stay. I learned entrepreneurship from my mom.
Okay.
My mom wasn't a social media person at all. Parents now. But when she saw that we started cashing out on social media, she would call me. There was a day she called me. She was like, hey, Priska, please, I want to update something on my WhatsApp. And I'm like, okay, mommy. First of all, you have to take a good picture of your product.
Right.
But then she took the pictures and they were really cool.
Okay.
So I taught her this is how you're supposed to take your cool pictures.
Okay.
Because the truth is, the internet space is full of so many beautiful things.
Right.
If your product and your display pattern is not catchy and beautiful, it will not fly.
Right.
People will not be catchy, will not be
drawn to
will
it.
not be drawn to it. Thank you. So you have to take your pictures really lovely, advertise your product, go all out, go crazy, go excited. Yeah, so she asked me and then I taught her, and after that my mom is always taking over. She's always there.
Right.
I don't. There's no day that passes by I don't see my mom's updates.
Oh,
Sometimes she even goes to her store.
Right.
Then she was taking videos of her product.
Really?
Prices, calling the names of the brand. I'm like, okay, mommy, go, mommy.
So I have a problem with women always dancing with their product. It's just a personal thing. I don't get it.
My darling.
You always dance like
sometimes you have.
Creating content is getting tedious.
Vibe is contagious. You see that joy you're putting. It has a way of just getting somebody to buy your product.
Okay.
You have to let people believe that your product is the best in the market.
So you're dancing. I mean,
well, it's just a pattern. It's a new strategy, and I think it sells. I do it. And sometimes people are like, "Oh my god, you
do it!
I do it.
Oh my god!
I do it when necessary."
Okay. Show us how you dance.
Are you sure you want to?
Show me.
What product do I have here?
Hold a book. Okay. Oh.
I sell glasses. So I can have a music playing in the background. Let's say who's gonna give us the video song. So I put on my glasses. Yeah?
Right.
And then I start dancing. Why are you dancing? And then I'm like, can you see how stunning I'm looking? If you want to look like me, come and get this product. Yeah, so that's it basically.
I don't know what the dance has got to do with shade. Like I don't
maybe
well,
it's
you
being
clarified.
overdone. Maybe you overdo it, but trust me, the excitement is what makes the marketing not boring.
Yeah.
Even want to go about like the white collar job kind of marketing, it gets boring. And nobody comes online to get bored. Most of people come on their phone to get relief. So I think that's the reason to make people laugh and still say, okay, maybe I should try this product out.
And even those of us who don't like the dancing, we stop to see how ridiculous it is.
Just like so it's a thing. Yeah, it's a strategy.
Love it. I think you've sold me on the dancing, like the vibe. When you said the vibe,
the joy, the happiness, the excitement. People are like, let me be a part of this excitement.
Wow, thank you so much for being on the show. We really appreciate you being here. We've learned a lot. You have schooled us on entrepreneurship, what it is, how to start a business with zero to little capital, drop shipping, digital marketing, social media. Thank you for telling us about your mom. So we now know that your mom is on board with social media. We love you guys. Goodbye.
Welcome. It's time for another interesting package of
everything music.
Angelina, you the cool in my temperature. If you call, I go and deliver.
This is Talking Movies.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder.
Welcoming you to your weekend for today.
Arise, oh compatriots. It's time to use our voice.
Beyond Six Packs.
Bills.
Pay the bills. Keep paying telephone bills. Pay my bills.
Welcome to Gallery.
We are my paddies.
London for what?
London for medicine.
Medicine for what?
Medicine for coffee.
Are you sickness?
To our illness.
Welcome to Gist Zone.
Alright, my name is the Eselucien Wego One. Ona nyokoko nyonyo.
Let's live together. Let's stop fighting each other. Let us live as one. It doesn't matter where you come from, your tribe or religion, man, woman or child. It doesn't matter who you are. Put Nigeria first. No matter where you come from, no matter your religion, we are one. Let's live together.
How can we develop when we're always in crisis? Families have become refugees in their country, no matter our differences.
Hello and thanks for joining us for the news update. I'm Elizabeth Omori. Nigeria and Ethiopia have resolved to spearhead efforts at achieving sustainable peace, stability and democratic order on the African continent for a prosperous future. This resolution was made at a high-level engagement between President Muhammadu Buhari and the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed, on the margins of the ongoing African Union Summit in Addis Ababa.
A critical situation for Africa, a crossroads that requires leadership, good, solid leadership, and that it was really the responsibility of the big countries on the continent to now step up and provide that leadership for the whole continent. And so they are looking at how to come together, a few countries, to deliver that leadership.
As Nigerians begin their search for credible leaders to consolidate and against of President Muhammadu Buhari administration, a coalition of youth groups in Akwa Ibom State are pressing on Vice President Yemi Osinbajo to join the 2023 presidential race. The youth insist that the country needs a leader who can continue with lofty programs of President Buhari, particularly those that impact directly on the poor and most vulnerable.
I mean, he appeals to every demographic group in Nigeria, as it were. He appeals to the youth, to the women.
We want better life for women, our children. We want more.
President Muhammadu Buhari has laid the right foundation, which Professor Yemi Osinbajo, in our opinion, will be able to build based on his capacity.
The Nigerian Center for Disease Control has confirmed 36 new cases of COVID-19 in the country. The breakdown shows that Lagos has 23, FCT 5, Osun 4, Taraba 3, and Nasarawa 1. With these new figures, Nigeria now has 253,727 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Of this number, 230,045 were treated and discharged, while 3,139 have so far died of the virus. And that's the update. Thank you so much for watching.
This is the network service of the NTA.
Hello, this is Property and Style, your one-stop shop on everything real estate. Property and Style is a program, a real estate program that has been designed to ensure that you're enlightened and empowered on everything that has to do with the built environment. It is coming to you from the network service of the NTA. My name is Patience Eloy Abba. I am delighted that you've joined us on today's episode.
NTA Properties Investment Company Limited, a subsidiary of the Nigerian Television Authority, specializes in creating comfort in all areas of life, such as real estate investments, that is, land, houses, and office spaces, mass leasing, savings and loan scheme, and so much more. Other information and entertainment services include Property and Style, a TV program that airs on the network service of the NTA, and also Property Connect, a nationwide magazine. Our priority is to bridge poverty gaps and sustain quality welfare of our clients. Partner with us and watch us help you grow. Pay us a visit today at the NTA headquarters permanent site, Area 11 Gariki, Abuja, or our Lagos office at number 15 Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. For more information, visit our website on www.ntaproperties.com.ng, or you can email us on ntap2000@yahoo.com. Call us on 080-6641-7900. NTA Properties Investment Company Limited, the much needed help at your doorstep.
Welcome back. Corporate Social Responsibility, CSR, is a business model that allows companies and organizations to give back to the society. What it means that a company that has enjoyed a good relationship with a society that it has been operating over time will want to give back to that society. On today's episode of Property and Style, we bring you one of such events where a company, a real estate company, give back to the society. We'll be bringing that to you and a whole lot more. Once again, I am delighted you joined us. Don't go away.
Question of the day.
Corporate social responsibility, CSR, is a management concept which is a self-regulating business model that helps a company be socially accountable to itself, its stakeholders, and the public. To engage in CSR means that a company is operating in ways that enhances the society and the environment instead of contributing negatively to them. It is done basically by giving back to the society through different philanthropic ways. One real estate development company that stands out as far as corporate social responsibility is concerned is Minfa Nigerian Limited, developers of several landmark estates within the FCT and other states of the Federation. They believe strongly that the presence of their estate in any location should enhance the quality of life of the host community.
Corporate social responsibility is one of the cardinal points of my organization. We've done it. I do not know if there is a company in Nigeria, maybe Dangote, that have built the number of police stations that my company has built across Nigeria. Because for every estate we build, we make sure we build a police station or police post. I don't need to count them.
Recently, the Gbeina community in Karu local government area of Nasarawa State benefited greatly from the corporate social responsibility move of Minfa Nigerian Limited, as the company donated a 300 kVA transformer to the community.
If you look from front there, you will see transformer there newly, which is a estate who approved for the transformer, brought the high tension to my community, Gbeina community. We thank God for the life of Engineer Emmanuel Mbaka. He's the one who tried to help us to develop the community, and we are very grateful for that. Without him, we have been in darkness for long, but because of his power now, we wanted to get light in the community soon. We appreciate that.
We are much happy about the new development that we get here in the community, which before we doesn't have. But actually, through this Emmanuel Mbaka, actually we get new transformer, and it will bring development to the community. And the business environment will be lively. Even people here in the community, they will be happy. We are much happy, actually, as I'm here. We are much happy about the development. And we pray for his long life, prosperity in life. And God Almighty, we pray God Almighty Allah to protect him against the devils and promote his business activity.
Gbeina community is the host community where the company's estate, Beke 3, is located. In appreciation, the ESCO members of the Gbeina Association visited the chairman of Minfa Nigerian Limited, Dr. Emmanuel Ndubisi Mbaka, to express their gratitude.
As a community, I led the delegation of my ESCO to come and say thank you to the chairman of Becky Estate, who in his magnanimity donated a transformer to lighten up our community in the past year. We came here to show signs of appreciation because it is not easy these days to see companies of his type doing what they call corporate social responsibility. We are appreciative, and we also try to let him know that, like the estate manager said, what he gave us was an engine. We needed to power it. And today, he has gracefully agreed to take that responsibility off our shoulder, and we are grateful. And we will continue to pray for him and his estate and his business. We'll continue to pray that God, in his infinite goodness, continue to bless his business and continue to give him the latitude to extend these hands of fellowship to everywhere he does his business.
So I want to use this opportunity to thank the chairman and to thank God on behalf of the community and to remind Nigerians that the essence of being given wealth is for you to accommodate others, extend your hand of friendship to others, and when there is need, you donate.
I appreciate your call. It's a thank you call to say thank you for the transformer that I sent to your community because of the relationship that we have. It has always been our tradition. Any community that we develop housing estates, we do not leave them behind. We carry them along. So I'm happy you are here, you are making this request. I think the request you are making is not out of place. God being our helper, I think we should be able to do that for them.
Globally and in the past decade, the internet has no doubt become a hub for home shoppers. Everyone finds it easy to go online to check out housing types and as well sell their properties to anyone, anywhere in the world. Real estate professionals know that their customers are now over-connected and informed. Google Review has it that globally, 9 out of 10 house or home buyers rely on the internet as one of their primary research sources, and 52% turn to the web as their first step. In fact, real estate-related searches on Google.com grew to over 22% year over year. Additionally, approximately 1/5 of real estate-related searches happen on mobile devices, and Google-related real estate searches on mobile devices grew to about 120% year over year from the year 2011 to 2012. In Nigeria, however, the case is not far-fetched, as the online community also has a grip on the virtual real estate market. Even bloggers have had a full-time job writing about property markets and have consequently gotten good feedbacks.
We have a lot of people who do agency, who you can speak with, you could know someone who knows someone, or you know someone directly who could show you a house or link you to a third party or to the person who owns the house. So usually that's how it has been. But right now, because everything is going online, people are beginning to trust. People buy practically everything online.
Furthermore, just like any other economic venture, there are downsides to the online real estate transactions. The problems faced and challenges in full glare, both on the side of the seller and buyer of real estate. These and more when we return.
I'm aware really that a lot of people have gone internet. People stay in their rooms, in the offices, even in their cars, and browse through, go visit somebody's website, inspect the houses online, then check every aspect of the building, and then see the way it looks. Some, to a very large extent, even go as far as making payments without actually physically going to see the property. It's fine. That is the kind of thing now happening all over the world, even in the West, in Europe. And in Africa here, particularly in Nigeria, it is order of the day. People like to stay in their privacies and then inspect houses. First, to know whether they want to go ahead to call the agent or not. Be that as it may, I always think that no matter how beautiful these things can be online, it is important for them to also visit the property physically, to know that what they've reported online is actually existing on ground.
Is there a way to regulate this online market? Or is it an all-commerce market?
It is not. It is very difficult to regulate it because everybody, as long as you are hooked to internet, and you are paying your subscription, you will naturally inspect. Nobody will stop you. You can hit into anybody's website to know what he has there, And then there is no way, but it is only when you now begin to transact with either the buyer or the tenant, that again you must understand the ethical standard guiding the profession of real estate practice in Nigeria. And when you go foul of it, the law will catch up with you. And particularly my professional body, the Nigerian Institution of Estate Source of Valuers, will sanction you if you go contrary to our rules and the ethical standard for which we practice asset management in this country.
If someone who wants to buy property wants to see it and wants to interface with whoever is the owner or who is in charge, so really it's a two-way thing. I think I would say the agents should actually look for people like us who are bloggers or who own online sites, and try to partner with them to sell. It will help them, because you can't possibly, it's only someone you meet every day you can begin to tell about your property for sale, or somebody refers you to. But online, you have opportunity of reaching a lot more people, and then with the phone call they contact you, and it's still the same thing. So I think it's a collaboration.
There are cases people have suffered from fraudsters, who animate properties, put it online, and try to convince the buyers or even the tenants to drop their money. And the moment you drop that money, your money is gone. So what I advise as a professional, no matter how busy you are, after you have gone through the online inspection, make sure you drive to that property with your agent. Let him go and open the door and show you those properties. Then inspect it and make sure that it has the valid mandate of the landlord to either sell or to lease on his own behalf.
Are you a landlord, a tenant, or an agent? Are you a real estate developer or interested in housing investments? Then this is the right platform designed specially for you to promote your business and services. To learn more about property investments, tune in on this station every Monday at 11 a.m. If you've got questions, we have answers. For further inquiries, please call us
080-6641-7900.
Or you can send us an email at propertyinstyle@gmail.com or visit our website at www.nteproperties.com.ng. Property in Style, the future is now.
What, in your opinion, is finishing of a building? We hear people saying poor finish, good finish, and all that. What, in your own opinion, as a professional, is finishing?
Finishing, as it is in English, means the end product, the final product. But when we are talking in terms of finishing in buildings, it's either what you see on the walls, what you see on the floors, the ceiling, or the roof.
Okay. So, as a professional, how would you assess a building? What would make you say a building is properly finished or poorly finished?
I would say a building is properly finished if the correct materials are used and the quality of the workmanship is good. It also includes the quality of the materials. So, because if a building is poorly finished, you will see it physically. It is something that you will see. In the short run, you will see it when you look at it physically. But in the long run, you will see it that it begins to fade or fail or fall off.
Okay, fine. So what do you think people should do in order to avoid this poor finishing? Because I've heard people having to spend extra money on a building that ordinarily they shouldn't be. So what advice do you have? What do you think people should do to avoid poor finishing?
What I think people should do, if you want to avoid poor finishing, you get relevant professionals to do the job for you. Like when it comes to finishing, usually the architect will specify the finishing, the kind of finishing he wants from his drawings. But when it comes to, when you now have to install this finishing, you look for a registered builder because he will have knowledge of the materials, the quality, and the method of installing those materials. Since his specialty is building production management, which means the process of producing that building, he will be able to advise you on what quality of materials to use based on our weather and other conditions.
Okay, so a building is already poly-finished. Is there anything that can be done to remedy this situation?
When you look at the building and it's poorly finished, you can bring in a builder to do what I call building condition survey. But this time, he will just limit it to your finishing. He will come out with the defects, he will come out with solutions and the relevant materials to use. I will want to advise us, Nigerians, that when it comes into construction, there are professionals. There are about 7 professionals recognized by our building code. At every stage, you take each one of them, you allow him or her to carry out what is statutory his role. That way you will save yourself money, you will save yourself time, and you'll be able to hold somebody responsible for the lapses that you find in future.
NTA Properties Investment Company Limited, a subsidiary of the Nigerian Television Authority, specializes in creating comfort in all areas of life, such as real estate investments, that is, land, houses, and office spaces, mass leasing, savings and loan scheme, and so much more. Other information and entertainment services include Property in Style, a TV program that airs on the network service of the NTA, and also Property Connect, a nationwide magazine. Our priority is to bridge poverty gaps and sustain quality welfare of our clients. Partner with us and watch us help you grow. Pay us a visit today at the NTA headquarters permanent site, Area 11 Gariki, Abuja, or our Lagos office at number 15 Awolowo Road, Ikoyi, Lagos. For more information, visit our website on www.ntaproperties.com.ng, or you can email us on ntap2000@yahoo.com. Call us on 080-6641-7900. NTA Properties Investment Company Limited, the much needed help at your doorstep.
And the answers.
Thank you so much for staying. We've come to the end of today's episode of Property and Style. And like I always say, when you want to do anything, any business, any transaction around the built and within the built environment, please consult the professionals. Until we come your way next week, goodbye and God bless.
Hello and welcome. It's time for another interesting package of
Everything Music.
Angelina, you dey cool in my temperature. If you call, I go come deliver.
This is Talking Movies.
In times of old, the world was full of wonder.
Welcoming you to your weekend for today.
Arise, oh compatriots. It's time to use our voice.
Beyond 6 packs.
Bills.
Pay the bills, keep paying my telephone bills, keep paying my bills.
Welcome to Gallery.
Me and my paddies. London for what?
London for medicine.
Medicine for what?
Medicine for coffee.
Are you sickness?
To our illness. Welcome to Gist Zone.
Alright, my name is the Eselucien Wego One. Ona nyokoko nyonyo.
You see a young lady who is in school and he comes back with a phone that is 250,000.
Who gave you?
So for those who are about to get married and those who are newly married, have proper sex education classes where people are told what to do.
There's a very thin line between self-esteem and, getting your end result and people saying things that will now hurt your feelings.
Yeah, technology today has made things quite easy. I went through the depression of anxiety of separation and so on. However, using technology...
A lot of us forget to carry our menstrual pads along. We are so excited. Ooh. This is something that is so important, but for some reason...
We forget.
This is the network service of the NTA.